If you're between the ages of 18 to 26 years old, I know your pain, bro. Waking up at the crack of dawn to go study some useless bullshit while scrolling in the middle of class and seeing kids your age driving supercars on Instagram. You see the fancy dinners, the yachts, the baddies. You crave the lifestyle, but every time you try making money online for yourself, you hit a fucking wall. It feels like no matter what you do, you're somehow always late to the party, constantly behind on the new unsaturated business models because by the time you actually learn them, it's already too late. But what if I were to tell you there's a new way to make a boatload of money right now because it's still super early and not many people are doing it? And chances are, if you're seeing this video right now and there's less than 50,000 views on it, you've hit the jackpot. So pay attention. I'm not gonna hold anything back because this new way of making money online allowed me to make over $30,000 in online income just last month at 22 years old and move into a luxury apartment here in Los Angeles, California, on top of buying a brand new 2025 Ford Raptor, despite being a college dropout. All right, look, you're gonna be pissed, but the new way young people are making real money online comes down to one thing and one thing only, and that's market timing. Doing the right business model that's not outdated in an exploding industry. I mean, just think about it. If you had bought Bitcoin back in 2010, you'd be a mega millionaire by now. But if you had bought it just 5 years later in 2015, you wouldn't even have a quarter of the net worth. It's all about getting in early on a business model with massive demand and barely any supply. So let me ask you, going into 2026, what do you think the online market is most desperate for? Is it websites, accounting? Nope, it's content. The creator economy is blowing up right now, and according to recent statistics, huge companies are just now waking up to it. In fact, Goldman Sachs predicts it could nearly double to 480 billion by 2027, according to their 2023 creator economy report. The fact is, we're in a digital gold rush, and traditional advertisers are leaving TV and dumping billions into social media and marketing on there. Because consumers are tired of getting ads from huge conglomerate companies that they don't trust, but they do trust their favorite influencer on Instagram. So every single business owner, influencer, and creator on the planet are doubling down on their social media content right now. Because without it, they're invisible. No attention, no sales, no business. If you don't have great content, then no one knows about you. It's the fundamental building block of any industry in today's day and age. Just take your favorite guru, Alex Hormozi, 4.2 million followers on Instagram at 36 years old. Iman Gadzhi, 2.8 million followers at just 25 years old. Brez Scales, 1 million followers at just 21 years old. Are you noticing the pattern here? No matter what business model they tell you to start, all of them have been and still are doubling down on their personal brand. And no, this new way of making money online isn't starting a personal brand yourself. It's actually a bit more clever than that. And it took me years to figure this out, but don't look at what the gurus are telling you to do. Instead, look at their actions. Because at the time, as a college freshman, the thought of creating my own content scared the absolute shit out of me. I was dead broke, no accomplishments, acne all over my face. I mean, what the hell was I even gonna talk about? I gotten super overwhelmed at the thought of this, so I literally just went back to trying the generic dropshipping and agency business models. Yeah, that definitely did not work. I just remember sitting there in my dingy dorm room thinking like, bro, what am I missing? So I spent hundreds of hours researching how people I look up to started, and I noticed something interesting. It turns out they had all been practicing content from the very get-go, or at least working under other creators, sharpening their skills. And that's when it hit me. I don't actually have to create a personal brand myself. If I could just learn how to run content in a repeatable system for these existing business owners and influencers on Instagram and then help them manage the process, I could provide enough value to them solving a huge problem and even save them time so that they can focus on actually recording the content itself. And in doing that, I get a piece of the pie myself. So I watch free YouTube guides on how to start editing content as a beginner, and that's officially how I became a full-fledged content operator in the most lucrative business model out there, leveraging the digital gold rush. Or so I thought. I was over the moon excited, but I quickly had my dreams crushed and came back to reality over this one beginner mistake. I had sent hundreds on hundreds of DMs to potential creators I wanted to work with, but after 5 grueling months, the only person I could get to agree to my services was my dropshipping mentor. He paid me $500 for 30 videos a month, but what was supposed to be my ticket to financial freedom turned into me just sitting on my computer editing for 12 to 13 hours every single day. So my big brain right here thought, oh, I'll just outsource the work to an actual video editor and focus on getting more clients. So I asked my only client for some referrals and it worked. I got 5 more creators and hired 5 more video editors. But now I had to come up with new ideas, unique content angles, and ways for everyone to stand out with 5 different people all at once, while babysitting 5 video editors every single day, all at the same time, for literally less than $1,000 in profit a month. It was madness. I was working like an online slave, managing average clients after average clients like a hamster stuck on a never-ending wheel. I thought I had made it. I thought I finally cracked the code to making money online as a college student, but somehow I still failed. Or did I? You see, this entire time working with all these different people at once, I picked up on something. There were videos that didn't get a lot of views, but still somehow managed to make my clients more money because they simply targeted their ideal audience and generated more sales to their business. Boom! That was the missing piece. It turned out editing is a commodity. Anyone can get it overseas for like $4 an hour. What clients actually want isn't more views from their videos, it's more sales from their content. Because these creators, business owners, influencers, they all run businesses on the back end of the content. Like, the whole point of the content is that it markets for their businesses, and leverage beats labor every single time. So I figured out being a content operator isn't about working with lots of clients at once, just trying to get them more views. It's about landing 1 to 2 super clients that you scale deeply with, you understand their brand, and create them a repeatable content system that generates them sales from their videos, and then you just manage that process. Content operators didn't film, they didn't edit, they operated. They understand what converts, and because of that, they charge for results, not labor. They get paid premium rates for literally less work, the stuff that most video editors dream about. Look, let me just put it this way. Would you rather have 1 million views or $1 million fucking dollars in the bank, right? At the end of the day, that's what matters. I swear, bro, I discovered fire that day. I changed my approach and I stopped sending hundreds of generic messages a day trying to land an average client, running around like a chicken with my head cut off. I became a sniper, targeting a select client and digging deep in order to provide the most value to him, and then writing a tailored custom message to land him. And it actually worked. Ever since then, I've been crushing $10, $20, even $30,000 last month as a college dropout, being a full-fledged content operator. I remember literally dropping out of school the week after I landed my first super client, Nathan Nazareth, who paid me $4K. And the best part about becoming a content operator is that once you create the content system and understand what type of videos convert for your client, you're set. You only have to do it once, and after that, it's just about managing the process and coaching the video editor to do the hard work for you. It's a smooth process because you're working with a high quality client that's paying you at least $3,000 to $10,000 per month. There's only one client, there's only one editor, and once the system's set up, managing the process is just a couple hours per day max. And look, I was able to land Nathan Nazareth without having any previous experience as a content operator, all because I did a deep dive on his niche. I researched exactly what their pain points are and how to market to them effectively, and I understood this quite well because I myself used to be his exact audience. I literally used to try dropshipping, which is the exact niche his personal brand is based in. Therefore, I was able to give him the correct advice, and paired with my limited editing skills, I was able to manage a video editor and create that content system in a smooth, replicatable process. Once again, focus on creating high converting content that generated sales from his videos to his business. I literally had zero experience, but I was able to land him all because I did my research. And as his right-hand man and full-time content operator, Nathan even flew me out to visit him in Canada, and then we went to Los Angeles together, Australia, Turkey. We had some fun. We traveled the world together, making money and some good memories along the way. I had one client. I was making $10,000 per month as a college dropout and traveling the world. Not bad if you ask me. And after that, I became an even better content operator, and I was able to land an even bigger client than Nathan, Dan Bilzerian. And yes, that's Dan. I got some pretty insane payouts like this as his content operator. All of this was able to happen only because of what we talked about earlier in the video: market timing. Landing these clients with zero experience isn't that hard because it's not a saturated business models, and these influencers, companies, creators, they're all desperate for someone to help them manage their content in a repeatable, high converting system like we talked about. And I got good news for you, because if you're watching this video right now, you're in luck. I haven't seen anyone else talk about the content operating business model quite yet, and going into 2026, this is the best time to start. It's so unsaturated, the competition is super low, and it's to the point where I've helped complete beginners go from zero to making $10,000 online content operating who only had 100 followers on their Instagram page, and with no prior experience either, like my man Jack. I simply showed him the system and he crushed it. So there you have it. The new way young people are making real money online in 2026 is by being a content operator, leveraging the digital gold rush. So look guys, I know what it's like to be stuck, so I went ahead and made a full step-by-step free 1-hour course breaking down how to become a content operator A to Z. I'll link that completely for free down below in the description of this YouTube video. It's literally gonna save you years of doing the wrong thing. I wish I had it when I was first starting out, and I hope it helps. But anyways, I'll see you guys next week. Peace.